Chip Foose on the set of Overhaulin in 2006. Remember this grin? Chip's gentle smile and signature Foose cap became iconic as he worked magic on forgotten cars. It feels like yesterday he was reviving classics in 8 Days Flat. For years, he was everywhere, designing dream builds on Overhaulin, winning awards, sketching cars that made grown men cry. But lately, radio silence.
This is kind of the Pandora's box of Overhaulin projects. You didn't quite think it was going to be this involved when you started it, huh?
This is Maurice's.
No new TV shows, fewer public appearances, barely any updates. And it's got fans asking, what's really going on? Rumors started flying. Is he retired, sick, sued? Some even wondered if he quietly stepped away from the scene for good. Well, we did the digging, and what we found, it's not a scandal, it's not a meltdown, but it's also not as simple as he's just taking a break. So where did he go, and why are fans suddenly worried? Yes, there was a lawsuit. Yes, his brand has shifted. And yes, he's still building, still drawing, still showing up at SEMA, but something's changed. Welcome back to Tuna No Crust, the largest car TV show news on YouTube. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Let's roll. Chip's story is pure car crazy American dream. Born in Santa Barbara and raised wrench in hand, he grew up sketching dream cars.
And I like to just play around. I'll do 40 sketches like this before I'll settle on something. Right now, because of time, I'm just doing one quick sketch and we're gonna live with it.
By the early 2000s, his name was known in any hot rod garage, not just from TV. Foose was already piling up trophies. He's a 4-time Riddler Award winner and 8-time AMBR champion. In one line, he built some of the sleekest, most innovative custom hot rods on Earth.
Because if it was in the war, it was all about get up there and fight and make something happen. Even the exhaust tips, reminiscent of a P-40 Warbird. But I wanted everything to be aircraft, clay modeled outside of that to resemble, and clay modeled all the way up to the cow.
Then came Overhaulin. When the hit series premiered in 2004, it catapulted Foose into mainstream popularity. Every episode was a high-stakes car resurrection, a rusty Hulk transformed into a crystal-clear masterpiece. The show's formula was irresistible, pranking a car owner's buddy, then surprising the owner with an insane rebuild. Fans tuned in week after week for the reveal, and they fell in love. A hulking 67 Camaro.
Is this it, man?
Yeah.
That's your car.
Oh my God. Wow. Are you, this is really mine? This is mine.
This is yours.
This is your car.
Or dead Mustang would roll out of the garage looking like it drove off a movie set.
Wow, it's beautiful. That's really mine?
That's
You
yours.
said you needed a paint job, right?
Yeah, I did.
Chip didn't just customize cars, he told their stories, combining teamwork and passion, conceptualizing and executing breathtaking designs. Those final before and after moments, often with the owner in tears, made Overhaulin a cultural phenomenon. As SEMA's press notes, by then Foose had become a household name in and out of the automotive industry with countless awards and Hall of Fame honors.
At the time that we gave it to him, I said, here's your car, but unfortunately, we're taking it back from you to take it out to the SEMA show. This is the only time that these two cars will be together.
In short, we loved Overhaulin. We loved Chip, the quiet, thoughtful designer who let his cars do the talking. He was living proof that obsessive craft and heart could become primetime TV. What made Overhaulin addicting wasn't just the chrome and paint jobs, it was Chip's craft and charisma. In each 7-day build, he'd take an abandoned car and weave in his distinct style, often flowing Art Deco lines and polished surfaces that kept the vehicle's soul intact. Remember the Black Impression 1936 Ford, or the Purple Hemisphere supercar? These Foose signatures turned heads at every show. Hemisphere, a custom supercar designed by Chip Foose in 2009. Look at those sleek lines. Creations like this, part retro roadster, part spaceship, remind fans why Chip was king of design.
There are already hot rodders out there, there's muscle car enthusiasts, and there's supercar enthusiasts. I created something by blending all three of them and came up with the Hemisphere.
Every episode, Overhaulin delivered jaw-dropping transformations, and Foose's humble enthusiasm made it feel personal. As one article put it, each reveal embodied teamwork, passion, and craftsmanship. Fans didn't just tune in for cars, they tuned in for Chip. He had that rare combo of brilliant vision and genuine care. He often said, "For me, seeing the look on the owner's face is the most rewarding part." Indeed. By the late 2000s, millions millions of gearheads knew his name. He wasn't just a TV host, he was an industry icon. SEMA magazine even calls Foose an automotive legend who helped shape the show's look and who's earned numerous awards, from the Hot Rod Hall of Fame to Grand National Classics. In short, when Overhaulin was on, Chip Foose was everywhere. Viewers were mesmerized by his craftsmanship, and they loved the drama of each rescue. So why the worry? Simply put, Overhaulin eventually ran its course.
Just make that a nice radius.
Okay.
The original series wrapped up around 2015, and although it briefly revived on Motor Trend in 2019 to 2020, we haven't seen new episodes lately. That left a vacuum on TV and led some fans to wonder what Foose was up to off-screen. The good news, Chip Foose didn't vanish, he just shifted gears. After TV, he went full tilt into his custom shop, Foose Design Inc., building one-off cars for clients, entering shows, and doing special projects. He's been busier than ever behind the scenes. For example, look at his recent headlines. Just last year, Autobody News reported Foose teamed up with Real Truck to build a one-of-a-kind 2021 Ford F-150 pickup. Unveiled at the 2024 SEMA show, this custom truck, decked in vibrant Foose artwork and loaded with aftermarket gear, was set to auction at Barrett-Jackson in early 2025. Every dollar from the sale goes to charity, the Progeria Research Foundation, in memory of his sister. As Foose himself put it, the team at Foose Design will bring the design concept to life for this build. He's also branching into new ventures. In late 2024, Foose announced a partnership with MagnaFlow, the exhaust maker, to form Foose Performance, aiming to push the boundaries of automotive design innovation. This isn't a side gig, it actually formalized a 20-year friendship between Chip and MagnaFlow. In interviews, he's talked about designing products and concept parts under that brand. In other words, Foose is still creating and innovating.
With MagnaFlow, we can tell you're doing what?
We're going to be designing and developing new products, but we're telling everybody right now, here's the reason. Because I don't want to tell them what we're doing and then they have to wait.
Yeah.
He just isn't handing wrenches on TV. And yes, he still shows up at big events. SEMA itself named him the official SEMA show artist for 2022, a gig that saw his art splashed on banners and materials across the Las Vegas Convention Center. Hemmings, the classic car marketplace, booked him for its 2024 SEMA booth, billing a special appearance by automotive legend Chip Foose. Attendees could meet Foose in person. Hemmings fawned that he's a SEMA Hall of Fame inductee and one of the most influential automotive designers and builders in the industry. So the scene still lights up when he walks in. Even if Overhaulin isn't on the air, Chip Foose remains very active in the car world. The projects and partnerships above are proof he's far from retiring. Which brings us to the rumors. With Chip Foose appearing less frequently on TV, some fans have begun to worry that something might be wrong. The internet hasn't helped. Clickbait headlines and what happened to videos often prioritize views over facts. One recurring claim is that Foose was involved in a lawsuit or some kind of legal drama, and while most rumors are baseless, this one has a kernel of truth. Back in the late 2000s and 10s, Foose and his company, Foose Design, were involved in a licensing dispute. He had partnered with companies to produce branded merchandise, apparel, collectibles, die-cast cars, but after those agreements ended, Foose claimed his partners continued using his name and trademarks without permission. He filed a lawsuit alleging breach of contract and misuse of intellectual property. The other side responded with counterclaims, and the issue dragged out over several years. But here's the important part. This wasn't a criminal case. There were no arrests, no scandals, just a business dispute over the rights to a designer's legacy. The matter was eventually resolved privately, and Foose moved on. Aside from that, there are no credible reports of Chip Foose being sued or charged with anything serious. In fact, the only recent legal mentions of him have been routine business activities or high-profile collaborations, like his work with MagnaFlow at SEMA and his auction appearances with Barrett-Jackson. Industry giants like SEMA continue to hail him as a legend, and his design work is regularly celebrated in the automotive press. So while fans may worry due to his lower public visibility, the truth is far less dramatic. Foose isn't in trouble. He simply stepped out of the spotlight to focus on what he loves most: building cars, sketching concepts, and protecting the brand he spent decades creating. Let's step back. Chip Foose built a rock-solid legacy. Overhaulin made him a household name, and his trophy case and Hall of Fame inductions back up that status. The car world still honors him, from SEMA to Good Guys, and enthusiasts worldwide recognize the Foose touch on metal and paint. His influence shows in countless builds and even in the students and younger designers he's inspired. Today, Foose isn't out of the picture. He's simply steering in a new direction. Whether it's shaping show car art at SEMA, crafting a one-off truck for charity, or sketching next-gen wheels on YouTube, he's still doing what he loves. And audiences should remember, many legends fade from TV, but not from the craft. Chip may choose quieter projects, but those projects are still headline-worthy, just in gearhead circles instead of general cable. For fans worried, the message is clear. Chip Foose is okay. Far from sidelined, he's got a hand on the throttle of fresh project. His style may evolve. We'll always remember the classic hemisphere look, for example, but the passion is unmistakably the same. Where do you think Chip Foose is heading next? Will he design an electric hot rod, launch a new TV show, or continue dazzling at auction events? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Maybe he's listening. One thing's certain, as long as people love custom cars, Chip Foose's legacy will keep turning heads. If you dug this deep dive into Chip Foose, hit like and subscribe for more car culture stories. We love the conversation in the comments. Tell us what Foose masterpiece you want to see next. Until next time, keep it loud, keep it real. Tuna No Crust signing off.